talking about it doesn't do anything. Voting on it never goes through. What's the point?
Right.
It's been a almost a 10 decade conversation, and nothing has changed. It's the mentally disabled people with the guns that are able to easily access it. That's what we need to focus on.
CC says, I saw someone say that this isn't a white versus black issue. It's a light versus darkness issue, good versus evil. That is the world we are in, and that is how we should look at it. CC says, don't let the evil and darkness divide us. Let the unity unite. Let it unite us to fight it. Elvira says, never ever smoke. Gun control has nothing to do with this. Tired of people talking about it. Not gonna lie, guns don't kill people. Unstable people with guns kill people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just like words don't kill people. Unstable people with guns kill
people. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
What Jimmy said?
Jimmy says, no, you can do simple things to stop gun violence. You can do ballistic tests to match bullets to guns. It's very simple. When you buy a gun, it already has a ballistic
That doesn't stop people from doing what they're gonna do.
So if someone kills someone, but here's the thing, that's after the fact they just killed someone.
Yeah, like I said,
the license plate.
Jimmy, I have to disagree with you, man. I gotta disagree with you.
Bullet tracing. So we didn't curb gun violence, right?
Yeah.
People are still getting shot, but now we can trace the bullet.
Yeah. No.
If someone's gonna commit a crime,
whether
they go to jail or not. You see what I'm saying? So adding these little caveats, we can trace the gun, we can register, serial mark, You know how many illegal guns is in the country, bro?
Especially in Chicago.
You know how many illegal guns is in this country?
Yeah. We got to understand. Like I said, it's not gun violence. That's a generic. Sorry, I disagree with you, Jimmy. It doesn't matter what we can do with ballistics, with technology, with the trajectory of the bullet, with all this and that. It doesn't matter. We talk about it, it gets shut down quick, and then that's it. You hear nothing.
More to lose controlling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They're making money. They're making money.
Insane. Do you understand we're the number one arms dealer in the world?
What? Why would we take away what our number one money maker?
That's spooky.
Come on, bro.
CC says gun violence is not the issue. We need to stop letting politicians and the media tell us what to think. Right, CC, absolutely. We lack the ability to critically think for ourselves.
And she also says,
and look at the gray part of the issue. Enough of the black and white thinking. Start thinking in the gray.
Yes.
Smoke says facts.
Yeah. And she also says you will see a correlation between states with stricter gun laws and higher crime. Take Chicago and the state of Illinois, for example. It has some of the strictest gun laws in the country, yet the highest crime rate.
Jimmy says, I think I already responded to this in my response, but he says it would stop gun violence if you know you're going to get caught. Like I said, if you're going to commit a crime, you don't give a damn if you're going to jail.
No, it wouldn't. Because at the end of the day, you're either going to take yourself out or get caught.
Right. You're either going to take yourself out or
they're
going to take you out. Or
you're going to get caught. Either or. Pick one.
And it didn't solve the issue.
They pick one.
The people are still unalive, and the conversation continues. But now, we can trace it to you, though. We know where you bought it. You see what I'm saying? It's just word jargon. It's gobbledygook. It's just, Samantha says exactly. Unstable people with a gun. It's not going to change.
Yep.
This man had God in his heart.
Yep.
This is not it. That's spooky action.
I get the direction you're trying to go, Jimmy, but at the end of the day, we've heard this. I've heard this since I was in 5th grade,
Jimmy,
bro.
you sound like a politician to me right now, and I'll be honest. Everything you're presenting to me sounds like politicians speak.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're that's what they'll tell me to get money out of my pocket to vote them in office. Yeah. Everything you're saying to me just sounds like political speak.
Yeah. Well, because if you look, and honestly, Jimmy, like if you do like your research, where if you see, where all the donors from either party get their money, you're gonna see the NRA in all of them, in every single politician that's in office right now. It doesn't matter if they're left, right, or in the middle. It's all gonna say NRA on it, but they're gonna be the same ones preaching no gun violence. Come on, man. Come on. We got to do our due diligence as a society, and we got to understand.
Stop
we can't just
regurgitating that
what
same
they tell
mainstream shit. I'm tired of seeing mainstream shit.
Yeah. So they tell us. They tell us what it is.
Mainstream shit.
Yeah. So they tell us what it is.
Do the due diligence and find out the logistics of why this shit is happening, and stop regurgitating mainstream shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I want to have deeper conversations about where the psyche of humans in America is at right now.
If
you see what I'm saying?
See, because I remember we were talking to Smoke, about acquiring guns, and he says they do a 3-day background check. I wish they would do a psych eval before they do a background check. Like add some stipulations before you can just have a gun. Because a lot of people could do some crazy shit, never get caught, and then be able to access it, and then go do some more crazy shit. That's I think that's the issue. All right, go ahead, continue.
Jimmy says it's the same as body cameras on cops. It's the same as cameras in grocery stores. I understand what you mean. Unstable people with guns, that's hypothetical. So all killers are unstable. That's not facts.
Yes, it is, because all killers were unstable.
All killers,
which is why
unstable.
they killed. I mean, even I can use an unfactual thing like Dexter, the TV show. Even he was unstable.
You're not in the right mental state when you take someone's life. I hope you understand.
That's unstable.
No one's in the right mental state. If you take someone's life and you're mentally
you're prepared
stable,
to lose.
You're unstable.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's unstable.
That's unstable.
That's how that works. Sorry, Jimmy. That's how that works. That is fact. Everybody that has unalive somebody is unstable. They don't. Unstable is not the generic. Oh, I'm crazy. Cuckoo,
I'm crazy.
cuckoo.
I'm writing manifestos and da da da. Like if you talk to any psychiatrist or psychologist, there are markers since childhood that you can track. Things like that. Certain red flags that come up. You know what I'm saying? Like certain spooky action. It's the same as body cameras on cops. It's the same as cameras in grocery stores.
Yeah. Yeah, none of those work, right? Because people still steal, and cops still do things that they're not supposed to do.
Bro, you're literally proving the statement. Like I'm literally telling you, no matter what measures you want to impose, you understand what I'm saying? If someone wants to commit a crime,
they're going to commit a crime, knowing that their life is at risk, meaning they don't care, meaning they are unstable, meaning they're willing to do what they need to do in order to either get their target or end up dying.
Commit the crime that they need to do.
Yeah.
You think any mentally stable person is going to break into someone's house, right? Because you know the rules of society. You know how shit works, right? You know what I'm saying? You know that's breaking and entering. You know there's laws. You know what you're doing is wrong. But you're not in the right mind to not do it. You don't have the inhibition.
He said, so all killers are unstable. That's not fact. That is fact. Sorry, sir.
Mentally stable. That's a crazy statement.
Sorry,
I can't believe I'm reading this statement. Mentally stable people do break into people's houses.
Then no, that's not how that works. Because it's like in Florida.
My man said mentally stable people break into people's houses.
Oh man, that's not how Jimmy. That's not how that works, my guy. I need
mentally stable people break into
people's
houses.
I would recommend you do this, and don't just look up the short answers. I would recommend you sit down and read every serial killer that has ever occurred in the entire United States. Read their portfolio from when they were a child to when they became an adult, so you can understand what occurred in their life that made them become unstable. Because there's no such thing as
That's a crazy statement, bro.
There's no such thing as a
mentally stable people break into people's houses.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Okay,
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Cece says I'm mentally stable and I don't break into people's homes. My family is mentally stable. My family is mentally stable and they don't break the law. Feel me? Like
like saying everybody in jail is mentally stable.
Jimmy says everyone has something in their life that someone can say makes them unstable.
Agreed. But does that mean that they act on it?
Exactly.
There's a difference. I can have shit in my head that my brother doesn't know, or
I can have
my
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I act on it.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? That's called a higher monkey thinking. You get what I'm saying? There's lower monkey brain that says act on instinct,
act on all my impulses,
and then there's the higher version.
Like your inhibitions.
That says I want to act on it, but don't do it.
Don't do it because I know what the
consequences is going to be.
The consequences of a functioning society tell me what will happen if I go against the rules of that society.
That's why there's rules.
Like that's all right, bro. Cece says anyone in the chat that is mentally stable and breaks into people's homes, raise your hands. I'll wait. Mothman! Welcome, brother.
See, read what he said. The first one.
Mothman. Jimmy, your point is that your entire argument's absolutely trash. A life was taken. It doesn't matter what side you're on. This is crazy. And what the fuck are we talking about? Mentally stable people.
Because they brought up gun violence, Mothman. So we're talking about every time a major thing happens in our country, the first thing that a lot of people bring up is the generic answer of gun violence, and we're saying gun violence is not the problem. It's a mentally unstable people that are the problem, that have guns and
Access to guns.
access to guns. And of course, like we said, we should make it harder for them to get access to guns, because a lot of mentally unstable people have clean records and they're able to access it, and then of course do what they do with it. But never once have I thought about
Mothman says, never once have I thought about breaking into someone's house. Yeah, like,
but that's what I'm saying. So it's like, every serial killer in the history of America that's killed people are unstable.
Yeah, that's
even Jack the Ripper that they
Right.
never caught.
right. Like, I can use the simplest example, you know, where you could be not in the right state of mind that you
Yeah.
haven't committed a crime, right? So let's say we're on an island